Thank you. Are we on? It's just like the convention. You don't have to do anything and you get applause. That's so nice. Good morning, Farmingdale.
Good morning.
That video was cool. I really enjoyed that. It's exciting and not too long. In fact, the excitement represented in that short video is pretty much why I came to Farmingdale. For many of you I've yet to meet, I'm Bob Prezant, and I am honored to now be serving as your college president at this really wonderful institution. Yeah. While I know I'm new to most of you, I have had the great privilege of already meeting many of you during my various visits to campus, even before I officially arrived, and even during the really interesting search process that eventually brought me here. It is my pleasure to welcome you back to campus as we begin this academic year together. As you know, I have been president for 1 week. And so far, so good. I've been so very grateful for the very warm welcome I've received since arriving on campus and for the weeks prior, including welcomes from faculty, staff, students, community partners, and members of our college council, several of whom are here with us today. Thank you for attending. I can't tell you how important that welcome has been to me and my family as we settle in here in our new home. This, however, is my first opportunity to address all of you collectively. My thinking was that I could have offered an hour-long discourse on the state of education in the world, or perhaps an equally long lecture on the fate of higher education in these changing times. I know that's what you wanted. Instead, I've been told that it would be appropriate and even welcomed if I gave you a bit more insight into who I am. And that's a little embarrassing, but I'll offer you a little bit about my past, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion about where we're headed as a campus, as an institution, and how we're going to do it together and collaboratively. So, let's hit the basics. I am married to an exceptional woman who has the tolerance level that is literally off the charts. She's shaking her head yes. Fran, this is my wife. Fran, can you stand up for a minute? Fran is a speech and language pathologist and an expert in disability studies who for years has taught in her discipline at various colleges and has also served, or did serve for many years, as vice president for research at what is now the Henry Viscardi School. Used to be the National Center for Disability Services just down the road in Manhasset. I have two grown kids, Jennifer and Jason. They are literally the light of my life, albeit, as every parent will understand, that light sometimes burns a little bright. Jen is a teacher's aide and a massage therapist, and Jason is a photographer and videographer. We're going to get into some nitty-gritty here. I was born in Brooklyn, in Flatbush. That was mandatory if you're from Brooklyn. I am the son of an immigrant father who was an auto mechanic and the son of a doting mother who at 99 remains quite spunky and consistently, my wife is saying, yes, she is spunky. She sends greetings. She couldn't be here today, but she really wanted to be. But my 99-year-old mom is consistently victorious in my family's overly competitive New York Times word game spelling bee. It is so frustrating. From Brooklyn, we moved to Bayside, Queens, where I attended PS 188. Any applause? 188, sure. Okay. Nathaniel Hawthorne Junior High and Martin Van Buren High School. There were some yeses for Martin Van Buren. Okay. As a child, I spent most of my time in Alley Pond Park, specifically at Pea Pond, where, pretty much like Noah, I was determined to collect 2 specimens of every species that lived there. I literally brought all of these critters to my parents' very tiny garage. This garage was so small, if you pulled the car in, you couldn't get out of the car. I filled that garage with aquaria, buckets, jars of all kinds. In particular, very popular, pickle jars, because my father had an affinity for half sours. No comparison, but I am reminded by Chris Mayo that Steve Jobs started Apple in a garage, just saying. This early preteen effort in biodiversity studies should have been hint enough for me that I was destined to be a biologist, but I went off to Adelphi University for my bachelor's degree, not really quite certain what direction I was going to take, but it was at Adelphi that I learned how important we, all of us, really are. One teacher made the difference. One teacher, Dr. Margaret Simpson, changed my life and set me on my career path. At the start of Dr. Simpson's invertebrate zoology class, she declared, I'm going to quote her, "No one gets an A unless you teach me something in zoology I could not have learned on my own." There's the challenge. Back then, I didn't have Google. No Alexa, no search engines, no personal computers, no internet. Holding just a wee bit of a competitive nature, I was determined to teach Dr. Simpson something she did not know and get that grade of A. How hard could it be? As the semester wound down, I anxiously awaited the release of the coveted transcript. Back in those days, the transcript was a piece of paper that came in the mail. It finally arrived, and I quickly tore open the envelope to reveal what I knew would be the fruit of my labor, and there it was, a B+. But Dr. Simpson, wise Dr. Simpson, when I next saw her, said to me, "I watched you during the semester. You worked hard. You really wanted to learn, and you wanted to discover. How'd you like to work in my lab?" I did it. My course was set. My professional life path was set. This is what we, every one of us in this room, this is what we do. I left New York with my BA in biology in hand, knowing what I would do. I completed an MS in marine science at Northeastern University Marine Science Institute. That's up near Boston in Nahant. And then I did my doctorate in marine biology at the College of Marine Studies in Lewis, Delaware. Here I was mentored by Dr. Mel Carrica. A lot of us in this room have people in our disciplines we consider gods. Mel Carrica was one of those disciplinary gods, if you will, in his discipline. And it was he who taught me how to write grant proposals, how to get published, and basically how to do science. If you come by my office, you'll see 2 photographs. One of my dad at a key-making machine, and one of Mel Carrica in his laboratory. My dad taught me perseverance. My dad taught me work ethics, while Mel Carrica, my doctoral mentor, taught me how to mentor students, taught me high-tech research skills and how to be a collaborative faculty member. My dad would come home from work and show me the automotive oil tucked under his fingernails and tell me that while he was proud of the work he did, that oil was there so that my path could be different. I'm pretty certain my dad also kept me away from knowing anything about cars, so I actually wouldn't follow in his footsteps. So to this day, I can use an electron microscope, but I cannot change the oil in my car. Through the ranks of faculty and with stints as chair and dean, and most recently provost, I tried to absorb relevant knowledge and skills and tried to retain them through each transition. We also transitioned and continued to learn skills from how many moves across the country? Nine moves. 14 different houses, yeah. From Mississippi, where I had my first faculty position. And in Mississippi, I learned how to eat catfish, but not crawdads. In Pennsylvania, where I discovered the remnants of the Steel Age in a layer of coal dust from the early 1900s on mollusks that I was trying to study heavy metals in, tucked away at the Carnegie Museum. Back to New York, we lived in Plainview. I worked as dean at Queens College, where I rediscovered my love of diners, but was also reminded about the, let's call it the parking issue on the Long Island Expressway. To New Jersey, where, and this is a true story, where a car salesman very pointedly showed me a glow-in-the-dark handle in the trunk of a Honda Civic that I was looking to buy, and shared with me how important that glow-in-the-dark handle was in the trunk if, for instance, somebody threw you in the trunk. To most recently, Connecticut, where, by the way, they are mistakenly trying to claim the title of America's best pizza. Over the years, I taught marine biology, electron microscopy, zoology, environmental systems, science writing, and other courses, while mentoring students in research and all that it entails. And now I return to New York and this beautiful campus. This was not a random act. I was actually nominated for this position by an unknown, literally to this day, unknown individual. I kind of suspect it was somebody at my previous institution who just wanted me to move on. During the application process and beyond, I carefully explored what Farmingdale State was, what it represented, where it stood in terms of today and the possibilities for tomorrow. I reviewed the faculty, I reviewed the staff, the administration, the campus, the location, the college council, the approach to shared governance, and of course, where the closest diners and pizzerias were. As a bonus, I will note that my entire extended family lives within 25 minutes of campus. Still, I've been asked, why Farmingdale? That's a fair question. First off, my interest in a presidency did not reside in moving into a position where I would have to ride to the rescue. Those institutions, as you've read, are aplenty. But going into an institution like that does not move the institution forward. It involves a lot of time looking in the rearview mirror. Instead, I wanted to join another public regional institution that is aspirational, a school where collaboration matters, a college populated by students and faculty and staff that I've basically always known, and a school that is well positioned to move to the next level. President Nader, who I again really thank very deeply for his extensive help during this transition, President Nader and his team and all of you have done a remarkable job bringing this college to a really wonderful moment. You're in a really good place right now. Enrollment is in a good place. Fundraising and corporate partnerships have been driven to new heights. And a new curriculum has focused on the relevant needs of our students while remaining innovative and accessible. So the school is clearly in a good place, but I said it was aspirational. So what comes next? I have a great deal to learn, and I'll start with the requisite listening tour to learn as much as I can from all of you. There are some areas of particular interest that I've heard about from some of you already, and they've caught my attention. My plan is to spend some time in the fall semester learning more about the possibilities of growing new and relevant programs, perhaps especially at the graduate level, where you're just getting your feet wet. We need to look into expanding degree options, leading at the graduate, at the master's level, to a strong educated workforce and the next batch of leaders for Long Island and beyond. I've already had some conversations about different or new approaches to enhance research, scholarship, and creative activities here at Farmingdale, and generating more and larger external grants and contracts, including new partnerships that could bring additional revenue support and opportunities for our students. We need to consider, as I know you have been, the large number of ongoing infrastructure projects, plans for the challenges that come with new projects, and consider the infrastructural needs that have yet to come. As an academic institution, especially one with a strong technology base grounded in solid liberal studies, we need to make sure our pedagogical needs remain aligned with student expectations. The list goes on. In my experience, the best ideas and the best solutions are going to come from the folks who know the college best, and that is all of you. My job, as I get my feet on the ground here, will be to listen, to help translate those ideas and opportunities into possible realities, to share my experiences when relevant to our needs, and to continue to enhance Farmingdale's value and reputation. The value, the reputation, always comes back to one thing: our student scholars. For any new idea or new project, I will always ask the same question, and you're going to hear it redundantly. What's in it for our students? The question is key to success. It's the key to creating relevant curriculum, creating relevant and funded grant proposals, finding more partnerships, more donors, and of course, yielding more satisfied alumni who will give back in the future. What's in it for our students? With the many challenges facing higher education today, we've got our work cut out for us, but we all know one thing, and I hope everybody in this room is 100% on board here. There is no work that is more important. There is no work outside of education that is more rewarding. There are no careers more important than those associated with education. Whatever position you hold at Farmingdale, you, and I mean every one of you, are essential members of a community making a difference for our students. You're changing their lives. Our students genuinely care about their education. They care about the beauty of our campus. They care about the extracurricular programming. They care about the efficiency of the work done across all of our offices. Every member of the FSC community is contributing to the success of our students. It's with that very philosophy, the fact that we stand together between a failed societal experiment, and a step towards fulfilling a founding vision for the country. It is this that gets me excited to be here and to get going, and so excited to join all of you in this next chapter for Farmingdale and all that we will do together, collaboratively, for our students and the future. So we've got work to do. Let's get busy. We're going to switch gears. I have the distinct privilege and honor of announcing the recipients of a variety of important awards that recognize just how good our team is here. Prestigious awards in diversity, equity, and inclusion, CARES Awards, and SUNY Chancellor's Awards for Excellence. These awards are additional proof positive that joining the Farmingdale team has been a really smart move on my part. So let's start with the President's Award for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, which recognizes one student and one faculty or staff member each year who have made exceptional efforts to the critical work of transformation and change of FSC into an even more equitable and inclusive place to work and learn. These awardees will be officially honored at a special event in October, but since we're gathered together today, it's a good time to recognize them. So as we mention the name and the award, I would ask the individuals who are getting the awards to please stand and be recognized. This year's faculty recipient is Dr. Christine Freeney. Christine is an assistant professor in nutrition science and health promotion, and also faculty advisor to the FSC Pride Club, co-chair of the DEI Advisory Council, and co-chair of the DEI Curriculum Committee. Well done. Thank you. The Student Award goes to Ariana Rivera. Ariana, class of 25, majoring in business management and minoring in legal studies, is also a TRIO student, peer mentor, and treasurer of the Student Government Association. Congratulations, Ariana. We'll move on to the CARES Awards. The President's Commendation and Recognition for Excellence in Service, the CARES Award, honors members of the FSC community whose efforts and achievements demonstrate an exemplary commitment to the college community, service beyond what is considered a normal part of one's job description, and an attitude of caring and selflessness. This includes outstanding customer service to students, prospective students and families, excellence in ethics, encouraging an environment of cooperation, teamwork and fairness, and a pursuit of excellence and quality, and we can use all of that. As you hear your name, I would ask the awardees to please come to the stage to receive your certificate. Our first award for faculty service goes to Dr. Geraldo Vasquez, assistant. Dr. Vasquez shows an exceptional dedication to learning and student success, both within and outside the classroom. He constantly engages with the students during his lessons, involving them in the learning process, Dr. Vasquez is heavily invested in student success and works with students in extracurricular activities, such as founding the Business Society. He is passionate about teaching, not much more important than that. Passionate about teaching and puts his best into each lesson. He is a fully involved member of the campus community and is invested in the success of the college. One student shared, he is very supportive and always ready to help others. His, quote, great ideas always match his personality. Another said, I'm going to use the different tools he taught in accounting and business for years to come. Congratulations. Our next award for classified service goes to Tracy Dilliard Nolan. Tracy is the administrative assistant in the Office of Marketing and Communications. I was told ahead of time she would not like this. Tracy truly cares about every member of her team and provides support to make them more comfortable and successful at their job. She anticipates needs and begins work on them before she is even asked. She regularly adjusts her hours or days off depending on the needs of the department. If she knows it's a busy day, to help manage a project or just to provide moral support. She does this without expectation of thanks or even recognition, and with a quiet sense of humor that keeps everyone on their toes. She is the first to take up a collection for a gift for a team member, a retired person, a facilities team that helped with a project in the office, or to attend a memorial service for a team member's family. Tracy is someone who is always looking out for everyone else. We're very grateful to have Tracy at Farmingdale and on our team. Tracy. And the final CARES Award for professional service goes to Lucas Miedrich. Lucas is Director of Student Activities in the Office for Student Engagement. He has been able to create a special community for the students on campus by going out of his way to listen and help them feel seen through the various programming that his office creates. Lucas understands what student first really means and takes his time to understand what the students want and what will benefit Farmingdale students' life. In addition to this, it's the love and kindness that he pours into all the different student groups and organizations on campus that really makes a difference. As fun and as exciting as the events that he and his team put together are, there's a distinct level of professionalism that is evident with all the OSA and SGA events. Lucas is doing some of the most important work on any college campus, creating a safe space for students to learn about themselves, and being able to express themselves. Lucas's kind heart, cheerful presence, and natural caring nature make FSC community a better place. Our final awards today are the SUNY Chancellor's Awards for Excellence. The Chancellor's Awards for Excellence are system-level honors to acknowledge and provide system-wide recognition for consistently superior professional achievement and to encourage the ongoing pursuit of excellence. Once again, I would ask that each recipient please walk to the stage to receive your medal. The Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Adjunct Teaching goes to Michelle Tuchinski of Computer Science. Michelle was not able to be here today, but I'm glad we are able to acknowledge the work she has done. Similarly, not able to be here today, but let's recognize the good work. The Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Adjunct Teaching goes to Dr. David Byrne of Criminal Justice. And we would like to recognize Dr. Angela Jones of Sociology and Anthropology. Angela is receiving the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Creative Activities. Angela has moved on to another opportunity, but I know we appreciate her fine work on behalf of Farmingdale. The Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Librarianship is awarded to Danielle Apfelbaum. The Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service goes to Lauren Bazdari in School of Business. And the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service is awarded to Diane Kazanecki-Kempter in Financial Aid. The final Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Classified Service is awarded to Annetta Frank, Administration and Finance. Can you all join me in one round of applause for all of our Chancellor's awardees? Before we wrap up, I'd ask you to also join me in thanking our facilities team for this beautiful room setup and Aramark for the coffee and breakfast we're about to enjoy, and all the folks who made this morning's events possible. Thank you. All right, now it's time to meet over a cup of coffee. and some breakfast outside in the amphitheater. As we adjourn today, I'd remind each of the award recipients, pay attention, all of the award recipients, to please come to the stage for some photographs. Everybody else, don't forget to pick up an issue of FSC Now and the welcome activities calendar on your way out. Lots of stuff happening over the next few weeks. I want to thank you again for the warm welcome that we've received and for your attention today, and my very best wishes as we move into the 2024-25 academic year. I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.